Let's go to your emails, david@davidpakman.com. On the topic of religiosity versus IQ. Inasmuch as I'm an unapologetic atheist and a left-wing radical, I just can't hand over my credibility card to IQs. You can't quantify intellect. What do you think of that?
I think to an extent you can quantify intellect. I don't put everything into IQs, but I think they can be important.
All right. And religion is regarded by the common people as true, by the wise as false, and by the rulers as useful. That's a quote from Seneca.
Brilliant.
Which was sent to us by an audience member. And people with a heightened intellect are far more likely to be skeptical in any given circumstance, especially with faith-based ideals. It's a positive outcome of practiced scholarship.
Faith is blind, right?
On the topic of the TSA cupcake with potentially dangerous frosting on it, I agree with Lewis. If we're truly patting down because we think there's a real threat of terror, then it makes sense to check children too. If terrorists really want to attack a target, they won't say, hey, let's leave our kids out of this. So Lewis very much stacking the email in his favor, common practice by producers, I think, the world over. And I am not worried about the TSA. They're just doing their job. Those damn cupcakes will kill you faster than any TSA agent. Yet another email favorable to Lewis's point of view. Interesting. And I guess this is why my extremely dangerous Nutella was also confiscated, despite not being a liquid nor a gel.
Somewhere in between. It's like a paste.
Nutella is suspicious. Just forget about traveling. Nutella is a suspicious thing.
They need to include a paste into their description of what could be dangerous.
Yeah. And Romney's promise that all college graduates will have a job if he is the president. He says all college grads will have jobs. He just doesn't tell you that they'll be at McDonald's. And I guess he's planning on building more huge mansions we can keep clean. And he also predicted that if Obama is president, no college graduate will be able to get a job, not one. Yes, we did mention that, which obviously can't be true, right? I mean, if Obama is reelected, at least one college graduate in the whole country will be able to get a job, won't
and
they?
I don't think it was a prediction. I think it was a promise.
That's right.
I think as
I can assure you. Yeah.
And it's even more ridiculous than his first promise.
Well, Mitt Romney makes a number of promises, but as Lewis revealed earlier in the show, Mitt Romney, attractive, maybe the most attractive Republican candidate. Lewis revealing even though he has an unabashed record of staunch heterosexuality, he can identify which men are more attractive and which men are less attractive.
I guess.
Go figure. On today's bonus show, the Kentucky Creationist theme park is struggling to stay afloat. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about the Hugo Chavez conspiracy theory that the U.S. both has the ability and the desire to induce cancer in Latin American leaders. And also, what I alluded to earlier, some teacher masturbation madness. One teacher filming kids in the shower while another was pleasuring himself in the classroom while looking at his students. Bizarre stories. We'll talk all about that. If you don't know what the bonus show is, I don't know how to explain it. After the regular show is over, there's another show. And it's available to members, davidpakman.com/membership. It is, of course, produced by producer Louis Motomedy. You can sign up at davidpakman.com/membership, and it's really an incredible show.
Right. What happens on the bonus show may or may not be on par with the types of things that used to happen on the Howard Stern show.
What is Louis talking about?
Would you agree with that?
No.
You wouldn't?
Well, I would agree. Yeah, I guess it may or may not.
How could you disagree with that?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
All right. It's true. Louis sometimes on the bonus show talks about incidents involving run-ins with police. He sometimes talks about my incidents involving run-ins with police, which are
gold.
They're very few, but they're compelling, that's for sure. So consider supporting the show. It's the end of the year. I think it's a great time to do it, Louis.
'Tis the season.
Absolutely. Thank you for another great year, the biggest year ever for the David Pakman Show. We'll be back with a brand new show on January 2nd, God willing, if we are still around, if the Earth still exists. See you in 2012.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.